Okay, I think we're pretty much live now.
Yay!
All right, yeah,
Hi.
go ahead and start. Silent, if you could, please. I'd appreciate it. Okay, hey everybody, welcome to Battle Arena Game 1 Group 2, we'll call it,
There
I
you
guess. Yeah. Battle Arena is part of the TForceNetwork. It is a community of League of Legends players centered around the podcast put on the Trinity Force proper, led by Adam Cogswell Ponophobia. Among those podcasts, there is the LCS Rundown, the Oslo podcast, which focuses on the Australian scene, and the Four Wars podcast, the newest one, which focuses on newer players and is generally pretty awesome. I've listened to it quite a bit lately. So with that said, let's get into Battle Arena, which is an event where anybody from bronze up to gold can participate. And basically we just stream it here on our network channel and comment and try to help you guys improve. It's supposed to be a lot of fun, so rule number 1, don't rage or make the game unfun for anybody else. That includes AFKing or stealing CS. Just try not to be a dick. We would appreciate it. If you do experience anything like that, take a screenshot and send it to us and we will deal with it right away, I promise. And another rule is, do not talk to each other on TeamSpeak. This is meant to simulate solo queue, so you don't get to communicate with your teammates there. You can't do it here. Be careful, we are actually going to start enforcing this. We have mods in the TeamSpeak, so please be aware of that. And with that said, I think we're going to just go ahead and jump into the bans, which are already done in the first round of picks. Phil, you got anything to say?
Yeah.
All right.
Most of the bans seem pretty standard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really see any ban too much.
Yeah, I don't see your band either.
Since Silent did pick Syndra, it must be a hard matchup for him.
Yeah.
But apart from that, everything else seems pretty normal.
Mm-hmm. Syndra is actually somebody I haven't seen picked in quite a long time.
Yeah.
Apparently,
ever since the e-bug,
Mm-hmm.
just people just stopped playing her.
well, it's going to be fixed soon, right? It's not quite yet fixed.
Next patch.
Yeah, it's next patch.
But even then, she's still strong. She's still a major lane bully.
Oh, yeah.
And if she gets far ahead, she can just win games single-handedly.
She's a burst mage, I guess, is the category we came up with her not too long ago.
Wait, what? Did we?
Yeah, I think so. Burst mage / assassin.
Alright.
Yeah, she's an interesting mage. Very high skill cap, but so effective. She's awesome.
I see Purple Team has a Frey Lord comp going on right now.
They got CC coming out of their butts right now. It's
yeah.
it's a little intimidating. Sejuani has seen she's no longer on the instant ban list. She's still pretty strong. She just doesn't do as much damage, especially in the early game with that nerf to her W.
Oh yeah. Same with Rama as well. Ever since the recent buffs, I don't think he really needed those buffs. His laning phase was still pretty decent. And with the damage to his Q, he's a pretty strong opponent for top tier supports right now.
Yeah. I actually got to play a game with him recently. And the mana cost was actually they reduced the mana cost, right? I believe.
They just increased the power.
Oh, just the power?
damage,
Okay.
I think.
I think they also reduced the mana cost. I think it was both hands.
It was a 2-part
mana,
buff,
more
which
damage.
it was noticeable, to say the least.
Okay.
And then we have Ashe continuing the Frey Lord comp, and Xerath just has to go and ruin it by being from Shurima, but oh well.
Alistair, a really strong support right now. He's my least favorite when it comes to facing him in the bot lane.
Yeah.
He's so strong.
I have to agree. Oh man. Interesting teams we got going here.
Yeah. Blue team has a team where they just want to get to the back line and just wreck Purple team's day up. While Purple team more has a CC team.
Yeah, they have a CC. I guess Ashe can kind of fit into a poke comp a little bit. So she and Xerath might be able to help. their siege potential is actually pretty decent, especially with Braum there. He's kind of the anti initiate, especially if he has his ult up. He can really ruin any initiator's day, which is what Nocturne and Hecarim are probably going to be doing.
Mm-hmm. Looks like everyone has picked their champion.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we can go into lane matchups here.
Yeah. Let's see. Syndra versus Xerath mid lane. Xerath can really play. He can play really, really safe if it's played correctly. A lot of times I see kind of like a spam use of his Q that ends up inadvertently pushing the lane and leaving him at a disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you can play him carefully, you can play pretty safe with him. But you gotta be careful to not kind of zone yourself out of your own CS by pushing up halfway up to the mid lane and being exposed. At the same time, Syndra does have a long range stun, so...
Oh, yeah. Like, mid lane is going to come down to whoever can land their Q on each other the most.
Yeah.
Like, and the easiest way to do that is whenever someone's about to last hit with the auto, just Q right for it. It's the easiest way because they're just standing still.
I believe Horse calls that Dota drill, where you also keep track of your own minions' health. Try to identify when your own minions are at last hit range, and so that kind of gives you a tell of when the enemy's gonna... There's a certain zone they have to enter in order to get that CS, so... It can help you a lot in harassing while receiving no harassment back because they're focused on getting that CS. The jungle matchup is Nocturne versus Shyvana, which both are kind of farm lanes, at least up to level 6. I feel like. You don't see too many ganks from Nocturne before he gets his ultimate. And you definitely don't see too many from Shyvana, especially with Teleport running as their second summoner.
That being said, if someone is overextended, don't be afraid to go up there and gank them. Like, just because you should be farming to level 6 doesn't mean that you shouldn't at least assert some lane dominance every once in a while.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking... why am I thinking Shyvana's jungle? I don't know why. I saw that smite, and it's... I'm still confused every time I see it. So, yeah, Sejuani and Nocturne. Yeah, kind of the same deal, except Sejuani does have some pretty effective early game ganks. She really does. Even though she's a little weak early on, her knock-up and slow can really be effective. She just has to... If she does decide to spend some time ganking, she can't fall behind. It has to be effective. It has to work. Otherwise, she's going to fall behind in farm and take forever to get to level 6, level 11. The key points for her, really. So... She needs to be able to find that gold income and get that health. Let's see here. I'm kind of interested for Nocturne. What builds have you seen out of him recently out of the jungle? Have you seen more of Warrior into straight tank, or Warrior into, say, Hex Drinker, Merc Treads if they're against a mostly AP team, or...
It all honestly depends what your team needs.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a good early game, and if you're getting all the kills, probably getting Warrior is your best bet.
Yeah.
Just so you have that extra power spike.
Yeah.
But if Syndra and frickin' Hecarim, called him Horse, gets fed, then I would probably get Cinder Hulk and just go tanky straight from there. Like, you'll have enough damage to win team fights. And
I definitely think he'll probably need to Merc Treads this game, to say the least.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, Ash Arrows, there's done. Braum's done, and the slows. Ugh. Not fun. But yeah, if he goes the Cinder Hulk build, Black Cleaver is probably an option too. Maybe not necessarily a second item, maybe as a third or fourth. But it'd be cool to see Black Cleaver on him. I like that.
Yeah, but we are loading up into the game right now.
Yep, any second now.
What do you guys think about the bot lane matchup? I'm not too familiar with that.
It's Lucian, Alistar versus Ashe, Braum.
Yep.
Ashe, Braum, their laning phase is a little weak early on. Okay. They really have to land everything in order to stay safe. Yeah, this could be difficult. If Alistar stays in front of Lucian and doesn't fall behind early, it could be impossible for them to kill Lucian, I think. He's just such a strong peeler.
And last but not least, we have Hecarim versus Shyvana.
And I have no idea how that's gonna go. You're gonna have to comment on that.
Yeah, straight up, Hecarim should be able to win this lane.
Yeah?
He has Ignite Pressure over him.
Oh, yeah,
Shyvana
look at
doesn't
that.
have Flash. And, well, before, like, level 1 spamming Q and just trading level 1 used to be the most effective way to win most trades.
Mm-hmm.
But ever since they increased the mana cost on this Q,
Yeah.
it depends on the situation now. You can't do that every single time.
Do you think if she gets Skirmisher Saber, do you think Shyvana will turn the tide at that point if she picks the right time to use it?
If they go even in farm,
Mm-hmm.
or if Shyvana at all gains a level advantage, Shyvana will start outscaling and probably out-trading Hecarim.
Okay.
Because what Shyvana will probably want to do is use Q, push up the wave, do a jungle camp, and then go back and push up the wave over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Until you have an XP and level advantage. Or CS.
Well, it looks like we're all loaded up and in-game, and my computer is still running, so hey, we're doing great today, everybody.
Nice. I'm still waiting myself.
Uh-oh.
Oh, your thing's blinking, by the way.
Yeah, I've
Oh,
switched.
there we go.
Switched to window mode, but now it's a little dark.
All right.
Hopefully, I'm back here. There we go.
Lined up.
All right, cool. We're in game now. Let's see here.
Wait.
Yeah, I apologize, everybody. The frames probably won't be the best, but I think it'll be all right.
You have to wait till Tuco gets his new computer.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be amazing. Alright, so we see both teams kind of running out. I kind of like how they're doing this. You see how spread out they are. They're trying to cover all the entrances to either jungle. It looks like right here, Syndra, she's under tower right now. It'd be nice if she decided to go over where Hecarim was just. He put a ward there, or where Xerath just put a ward. That's information that you could relay to your jungler to help stay out of sight, at least for the first part of the
Yeah,
match.
by the time you put a ward down, like early level, your ward will be back up before a jungler should be ganking. Unless they do like a level 2 cheese, which you don't see very often. I wouldn't be very surprised if Shyvana isn't going to be doing a camp level 1. Like, the main reason why you do camp level 1, as we said many times before, you gain level 6 way before your laner if you both start with the same amount of experience when you go back into lane. And that's really going to deny Hecarim a level 2, level 6 kill before you. Yeah, something to keep in mind. But it seems like she is going to do so.
It looks like Shyvana's running a little heavy on magic resist, but I haven't memorized runes as well as Horse Doctor, to say the least. So she's going to start that camp. It looks like the junglers are starting typical for both of them. Got decent leashes from both their bot lanes. Now should Hecarim, if he knows Shyvana is doing that early level, which he should probably guess that she's doing an early kipper now, should he push the lane forward or should he try and freeze it as much as possible?
Well, since he didn't take aggro from any of the minions level 1, his best bet is just to push up the wave as fast as possible so Shyvana misses as much creeps.
Yeah. Would you like to explain how to do that? How to take the aggro for the first wave? Like yeah, go ahead.
So generally, if you know like 90% of the time they're going to do a camp level 1, what you do is that you sit right next to the enemy bush, like on the top side, and you take 1 or 2 range creep aggro, and then you go back. And what that allows the creeps to do is that they focus on one creep instead of multiple ones.
That allows it to push into you, right?
Yep, correct.
Awesome. Whoa, aggressive flash there. Nice knockback.
Should be a kill.
Oh.
Yep.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, nice
Yeah,
play by
so
Plus.
yeah, I was saying like Ashe and Braum,
Bias.
their early lane is pretty suspect. But yeah, nice play there by Alistar.
Like, generally, Alistar's laning phase is pretty weak, correct?
Alistar's laning phase, yeah, it's a little bit of a... He can go two ways. He can be really aggressive or just peel. And either way, if you're aggressive, you have to pick your spots. Like, there was a little aggressive move, but it ended up working out for him. He's very strong level 2, to say the least. The displacement he offers is amazing, especially with Flash. Looks like we have a gank here coming in mid. No ward down for Syndra. She has no mana. Neither does Xerath for that matter, but it looks like they're at least going to make her blow Flash over this wall.
Oh no.
Oh, no. But that will definitely give Xerath an advantage in lane, I feel like.
Yeah. With that passive on Xerath, mana isn't that big of an issue when you're
Yeah.
versus a Syndra. The best bet for Silent is try his best to push up the wave. Maybe ask for assistance from Nocturne, and then go back. You don't want to miss any experience.
Let me rearrange all this.
That Dragon guy just ganking 24/7. Good job on his part.
And he's at the same CS right now as Nocturne, even though Nocturne's about to grab. Looks like a couple right here. Is blue buff's back up. Or did he take that earlier? No. Okay, so he just took blue buff. That'll be up later than usual. I'm looking at the CS scores. It's pretty even right now. Ashe is slightly behind due to that early kill. And I don't think Lucian has gone back with... oh no, he did. He did go back and got a pickaxe. Ashe has a Doran's Blade, a Sightstone, and a health potion. I'm guessing she didn't have enough for another Doran's Blade.
Guess not.
Okay,
Oh,
so
Tear Syndra. Alright.
I've seen it before. I can't comment on it too much because I don't have much experience with it. It's a little risky to say the least.
Yeah, generally most Syndras tend to go Morellos.
Or even Chalice if you feel you're behind.
Yep.
But yeah.
Because CDR is so good on Syndra. But Tear isn't too bad. It's just a little bit greedier. You're just giving up more of your early game for that late game.
And Alistar is not taking any damage. He already has 58 armor. He's running a ton of armor runes. Look, he doesn't even care. Look at that. Yeah, Alistar's gonna be a force in this lane. That's not gonna be fun for Ashe and Braum. They really need to... Their expectations for how the lane is gonna go for the rest of this match, at least the laning phase, it needs to be this. Playing defensively, not trying to extend, not trying to go for a kill unless you have an absolute advantage. It looks like something's going on mid lane. Oof. Did Syndra use ult?
Yeah, she did.
Okay. Both are staying around with really low health and no mana.
Yeah, they're playing a really...
Does Nocturne have 6 yet? Oh, he's so close. I would say Xerath probably should assume at this point that that Nocturne has 6 and he should probably go back, but...
At least he has Flash versus Syndra.
Yeah. There he is. He's going in right now. Oh, nice stun!
Flash over the wall.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
Good
right.
flash by Beaver.
Oh, bot lane. Whoa.
Yeah, I didn't see that fight. I need
It looked like it was pretty close. Lucian's pretty low, and I'm not sure what exactly happened. I'm gonna actually jump back a bit.
Flash was up and he used it immediately, I'm assuming.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking at a replay of it right now. Alistar starts off at half health. Minions are the same. Yeah, flash, pulverize, knock Ash back. Okay, so
Llama, if you do want to commentate, you can always talk to Phonophobia.
One thing
Who would
about
love.
one thing I would like to see Ash do next time she's engaged upon is to work a bit on autoing and then moving in between the autos. She kind of just stood still there and tried to accept her fate, which, you know, probably wouldn't have made a difference, but working back to Braum as you're autoing in between might give you that little bit of edge, might give you that extra bit of help to come out ahead in that.
Yeah.
Fast forward here a bit. Catch up. Are you live right now?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. And we're back live. Sejuani could use a sweeper there. Looking for a tank.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to get this.
Oh.
Oh, maybe they will.
Oh, they will.
Wow.
I might suggest that Syndra grab some, like one green ward or something. Put in the side bushes at least. Both mid. I don't know. Xerath kind of did an okay job, but I don't know who placed the pink ward in that bush that red team just cleared out. But if you have a ward over there and you have sight, you might want to play more to that side, which she did. She did play more to that side. She just got hit with the Xerath stun, which led to the Sejuani stun. Kind of brutal.
Yeah, so far in top lane, Shyvana is really bullying Hecarim right now.
Oh yeah, look at that.
And more than likely, looking at stats, you're probably not going to kill.
Oh, nice teleport. I don't think they're gonna be able to complete the kill though. Oh, here comes the Shyvana.
Wow.
Nice. So that is the strength of red team. We said they were kind of pokey. They also have pretty good disengage with Sejuani and Shyvana able to be the front line and just take all that damage and let Ashe and Xerath kite back. That was a good job by both of them to... Oh! And just as I say that, Xerath gets a little too close.
Yeah, I was going to say before that, since you're probably not going to solo kill Shyvana, look for some TP ganks. But as soon as I said that, both top laners did, so good job.
Wow. That was just... Everybody went bot for that. Oh my goodness. They're gonna try and go for... They are. They're a little low to be doing this. Nocturne might be... Oh, he doesn't have ulti. He might be able to get a kill out of this. Arlie, okay, you've stopped him from doing drag. Oh, man. Oh!
No.
Oh, I don't know if that was the right move there, Alistar, but... Oh,
Okay.
hold it off. Hold it off. If anything, try to headbutt back the Poro Rider or the Braum, but yeah. Good job.
That's something I like to call the wrong play actually working. You should have probably not headbutt him into the Nocturne, which was probably was going to die there.
Yeah, it was
But
close.
luckily
Yeah.
it worked out in your guys' favor.
That is what we call an ugly Tuco Alistar play, as Jeffy Pants and Bao will attest. Alright, let's see here. Looking at the gold lead right now, it's pretty even. Red team has a 500, 600 gold lead based solely off of that team fight. They basically won in bot lane. Oh, look at that. Hecarim got himself a tower. So, both mid laners actually have pretty interesting builds going on right now. Xerath has gone for straight magic pin.
Yeah, you want that mana regen or Fiends or Morello.
You want that CDR too, so you can keep that poke going. I remember I do remember Haunting Guys actually being kind of strong on Xerath before his rework. I remember some people use that build, but I haven't seen it in a really long time, and it's just... It provides you with a lot of early damage and penetration, but even though he's using his passive to the fullest extent to stay up with mana, it'd be nice if you could spam more, especially with the CDR from Morello's or Athene's. Bot lane looks like they're about to dive on Braum. They're really low to do it though, they should probably back off. Ashe is almost back too.
Yeah, so right now, for Nocturne, you should be looking at either helping mid or bottom right now. You're probably not going to be killing Shyvana in this situation.
I'm kind of wondering what he's going to build here. Is he going to skip that jungle item altogether and go straight into... Phage? Phage builds in the Black Cleaver, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That might be the case. I don't know if that's necessarily a good idea, but we'll find out. Nice Shyvana ulti. Nice gank bot. They even had the wards there, they just got cut out a little bit. Nice engaged by Braum.
Force down dragon.
Oh, Syndra. A little aggressive there. Oh, if that arrow had hit. Oh, Ashe. You need to partake in that a little bit more.
Yeah, if Red Team just kited it out, they would have probably won that fight instead of going ham like that. Just contest dragon, pull it out, and then poke him out with Xerath. Would be the best choice.
Here comes Hecarim back to the top lane. Yeah, you can definitely see Shyvana really has a pretty strong lead on Hecarim right now. She should be able to keep that pressure up top lane. Now, in her current position, I think both teleports are up, so do you think she should just keep that pressure top?
Keep on split pushing.
Yeah.
Get a greater sight totem, put some in their top jungle, and even contest some Gromp, contest wolves. Deny Nocturne some jungle creeps as well.
Yeah. So, I'm trying to think, we're at the 16-minute mark, so we're still pretty early in the game, but the win conditions of the game seem to be coming into focus, and Red Team really, I think, favors kind of a team fight, where an extended one where they can kite back and forth and keep it going, with Shyvana and Sejuani kind of just serving as a massive beefy front line. Whereas I think Blue Team really wants to either pick someone out, or if it is a team fight, they want to burst someone down fast. They have a lot of ability for pick. Syndra stun, Nocturne ulti, Alistar doing his Alistar thing. They have a lot of opportunities to get someone out of position. And, oh, nice stun by Xerath. And there's a Sejuani ult.
Yeah, good job.
Man, Xerath has been pretty solid on those stuns. Whoa. There's a lot going on. Oh man! I can't tell what's going on. Nocturne chases down Xerath. Coming back with his team to... Looks like Blue Team came out pretty far ahead on that exchange. Even though Syndra got caught out. That was a very disjointed team fight. It was a lot of 1v1s and 2v2s. It wasn't one big team fight, which I think worked in Blue Team's favor. I don't know if you agree with that, or...
Oh no, like, Red Team essentially needs to peel for Beaver and for Megla at this point. That's their whole entire damage. And if they can keep on applying damage without any pressure from Nocturne or Hecarim, they should be able to win team fights easily, which they didn't do in that situation.
Yeah. Who ended up getting Dragon there? Shyvana did.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like, at Shyvana, like, you're the only one that has the potential to go in the back line, but does that mean you should? No. Like, you're probably not going to be killing Lucian or Syndra by yourself.
I'd say she has a good chance at Syndra, which Syndra here, great positioning, but...
Yeah.
Oh, Xerath, buddy. Oh, nice use of Talisman, but... That might not... He's gonna just keep running! Oh, there's the Alistar combo. Nice job. Alright, Hecarim and Shyvana are kind of duking out in top lane. Hecarim got a couple kills that last fight, and he has a finished Trinity Force, which should help him a lot.
Oh.
Shyvana still has the advantage in lane, but with this gank here coming in from Nocturne, she doesn't have any wards in the upper jungle. This is a problem for her. She has her ult to get away, but this could be tough for her. Whoa!
Oh!
Nice ult by Hecarim to get the fear and create distance between himself and the Shyvana. That was a really good play. I like that. But yeah, so you can see she has no vision right now of that upper jungle. And if she's pushing down a tower, she really needs to put either a ward here, kind of in between blue and wolves. Oh. Got more plays happening.
Wow. That non-stop oppression from those slows.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. Anything you want to comment on, Kargan? Anything you've noticed stood out? Things I've probably missed?
The big things I've been kind of noticing in this game, I think because like you guys are talking a lot with Shyvana and her split pushing and team fight potential. I think Shyvana, you kind of, I kind of agree with you guys a lot with sort of Shyvana shouldn't be diving the backline, because Shyvana should be able to do a lot of damage between just the amount of slows that Sejuani, Ashe, and Braum have.
Yep.
Like normally Shyvana's greatest weakness is she can't stay stuck to a target. She just doesn't have that in her kit. She can get there, but sometimes she just can't stay there. And
unless she has like a Blade of the Ruin King or Randuin's, it's really hard for her to stay with her target.
Right. With this team comp that she's with currently, like between Ashe, Braum, and Sedge, there's no excuse for her not to be auto-attacking everything in front of her.
Yeah.
And having a peel line that powerful for Xerath and Ashe, I think, is what's going to help Red Team just kind of just take this game and force really good team fights.
Nice map movement there. Blue team taking a free tower. Ashe and Braum, it looks like they're going to be able to get this turret maybe. Braum needs to be... Yeah, they recognize that blue team's rotating down to them. Whoa. Oh.
Nice headbutt.
We're so low. Oh, nice roam there by Syndra. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at some of the item builds right now. We have a fully built Landry's Torment, which... Oh man, he's going straight into Zonia's, it looks like. He has no mana regen or CDR. And you can rely on blue buff, I guess, for the mana regen. It's gonna be difficult if blue team, if they see that, they could start prioritizing your own blue buff and really punish you for that. But yeah, CDR is so useful on Xerath, especially because he can just siege from outside almost any range. I think it's just...
The general build for Xerath is either Morello's Athenes first, then followed up by, in this situation, I'll probably get Hourglass. Just because it also stops Syndra ult as well, which is very helpful.
Oh yeah.
Then followed up by Void Staff and Death Cap, if you're doing well. Like, you only really want Leandries if they have 3 tanks on the team.
Yeah.
And more than likely, the procs from Leandries isn't going to be worth it in the long haul.
Yeah. You have a stun and a slow, but it's nothing you can really spam and take advantage of, I don't think. Looks like Hecarim's going to go into Frozen Heart from his Trinity Force.
Yeah. Overall, good build.
Yeah. Shyvana is building Blade of the Ruin King. She has kind of a bunch of half-built stuff right now, like a half-built Randuin's, half-built Blade of the Ruin King. kind of delaying the power you get from those items by quite a bit. But looks like I get a fight over Dragon here. Let's see how this plays out. Shyvana is not there with the red team.
Oh, TP.
Oh. Nice, Xerath ulti. And there's Shyvana diving the back line, and oh, there's Ashe getting taken out, and Xerath, now he has no mana. Getting chased down by... Looks like Sejuani's gonna provide enough peel here for Xerath to maybe make it.
It should be fine.
Oh! So it looks
19.
Like they just traded off all their their damage dealers. That fight started really well off for red team, and it kinda disintegrated a bit. Now let's see if they can... If you're not able to protect your AD carry during that fight, there's very little you can do after that fight in terms of taking objectives such as this tower. I think Shyvana might be able to take it. Lucian and Alistar might be able to stop her though. And it looks like everybody's gonna group back around Dragon for this next fight again.
Yeah, honestly, for Syndra and for Alistar, if Shyvana is going to keep on diving you guys like that, save your knock-up and save your stun whenever she does. She has no gap closer at all, and once she uses her ult, you can easily kite her back after.
Another thing, so they did kill 4, they lost 3, but let's say Shyvana stays back and peels for her team. Let's say they only kill 3 of the enemy team. They probably only lose 1 person if Shyvana stays back and helps kite. Not only that gives you such an advantage for the next objective, having all your damage up for Dragon or a tower. It allows you to just take more after a little bit of a fight instead of, you know, wiping out both teams. Oh, there's Hecarim again. And there you see, they're really focused on making sure he doesn't get back to Xerath or Ashe this time. Very nice job by Sejuani and Braum.
Good job.
And it looks like blue team was able to successfully kite Shyvana too. 1 for 1. Top laner, both top laners down. Oh, nice W by Nocturne. Auto Ashe, auto. Oh, Lucian's actually doing a pretty decent job here. Oh, you can't get into. Nice. That's exactly what red team needed to do. They kited back and then turned when they had the proper positioning and shield in front of them.
Yep.
That's nice. Did you notice anything else in that fight?
I think I noticed, in particular, both top laners doing the same thing where they're just going as deep as they can.
Yeah.
And both teams have the same reaction as well. It's like, okay, we just kite that back and do fine. At a certain point, whilst if there are opportunities where you can dive a back line and you can get work done there, I don't think against these team compositions that's actually a very smart play. I think a lot safer way to do it is just to be a big peel bot for your team. Both Hecarim and Shyvana have the ability to peel and have the ability to kind of just play with the team.
Yeah,
and I think that might actually equal a lot, or might bring better benefits as opposed to going as deep as possible.
Yeah,
they're squishy, but they have protection.
Yeah, I think one thing Shyvana is worried about is that if she doesn't go in, a fight's not going to get started. But Nocturne and Hecarim have been more than willing to start every single fight. So she doesn't need to worry about starting the fight, I don't think. She can just kind of sit back and let things happen and react to it accordingly.
Oh. Yeah, Syndra's tier is almost stacked up. 100 more.
Oof.
And that's going to be a major power spike when she upgrades the tier.
Oh, did Xerath sell Armguard and build Ludens? Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
I guess so.
He did.
Alright, well then. Well, he's doing certainly a lot of damage.
Oh.
There we go, so there's the siege power that he can provide. Oh, wow, here we go. The engage from Nocturne and Hecarim is ridiculous! Oh, Ashe is somehow still alive! There she goes, she finally goes down. Hecarim, the horse, ran right by her, didn't care. Oh man. Wow. I'm gonna guess Shyvana wasn't available for that team fight, yeah.
Yeah, no teleport, and she was currently top lane.
Ouch.
Blue team recognized that Shyvana was top, and great initiations from Hecarim.
Oh, there she is. Oh boy. I don't think she'll just be able to catch him. Yeah.
Oh.
And she might be dead here. Ooh.
Oh, burnout.
Oh. Dang. Alright. Well. I'm looking at the builds for the both support players right now. They both went into Randuin's. Do you think either of them should have tried to build Frozen Heart instead? I know Hecarim is kind of building toward Frozen Heart. Maybe. It looks like he might actually be going Randuin's now. And I guess Sejuani already has Frozen Heart, so Braum maybe felt he didn't have to build that. But yeah. Both are prioritizing armor a lot, and none are really prioritizing magic resist. Do you think either... I don't know, it's kind of hard to determine who on either team should probably be building Aegis, but I feel like both of them should probably try and build it at some point.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think blue team needs it a little bit more than red team per se. I think they've got a little bit more magic damage stack on red side, but an Aegis would be just great dealing with Syndra's all in. Because she is doing damage. As I said earlier, her power spike just hit. And that's something you have to respect at a certain point. Like, Sejuani took the time to build a Banshee's Veil. I think that gold... Well, Banshee's Veil's fine, but I think that gold might have been better invested in a locket for the team.
Yeah, like, I don't know, it's just because you have... The blue team can build it too because you have Xerath Poke, then you have Shyvana, which her burnout, I believe, does magic damage.
Yeah.
And Sejuani, she does a lot more magic damage than you would think. So, I mean, both teams could probably use it, to tell the truth.
Yeah.
Looks
I
like...
think we really touched on this before, but Ashe did go Bloodthirster first.
Right, and I've noticed a lot of people doing that on Ashe, and to tell the truth, I haven't looked into it too much. I've just noticed that trend, and I'm pretty sure there's a good reason for it. I can't exactly explain it because, like I said, I haven't looked into it. But I was wondering if you guys had any insight into that.
I thought generally people went Bloodthirster first, just so they can survive like backline initiation, generally, and which is a good case because Hecarim Nocturne will be hitting the backline more than likely.
Oh, Hecarim's not there to dive the backline of red team. Ashe and Xerath just had their own field day. Nocturne wasn't really able to get back there and cause chaos.
So the greedy build would be like Infinity Edge, but
yeah.
If you're super low, there's no point. You can't be doing damage if you have no health, essentially. So having a Bloodthirster is better than nothing.
I noticed that Lucian is building Blade of the Rune King third. I think he needs Last Whisper. I think desperately. You see 2 Randuins and a Frozen Heart on the other team. You really need that armor pin.
Yeah, Bork isn't bad, but it's just not a good third buy in this situation.
Yeah.
Last Whisper just helps you so much with shredding armor.
Yeah.
But get it last 6 item or 5th, since you are auto-attacking Shyvana and Sejuani most of the time.
Yeah.
Red team has slain the dragon.
Strike like rats.
Okay. Let's see.
Blue team a little bit confused on what to do. They should just probably start sieging up here.
Red team does have a 5,000 gold lead, and they're up 2 towers, but really the lead doesn't mean that much. It doesn't mean that much this late in the game, I don't think.
Oh no.
But, oh, here comes an Ashe arrow down mid. Shyvana picking Syndra out. Oh, is she gonna...
Right.
So Shyvana gonna ult here? Oh, there's the Shyvana ult. She's going for it.
Good head, bud.
Shyvana's so tanky.
Huh? I'm gonna assume that was a freaking out flash by Alistar there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like couldn't decide whether to follow that or the Lucian. Here, Shyvana doesn't have teleport, neither does Hecarim. They probably should stay pretty close to their team. Shyvana was sent down. Okay, so blue team probably sees Shyvana. They might not get another chance like this where they can go in 5v4.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, they're pinging it like crazy.
Yeah, Hecarim is dead though.
Oh, stun caught Ashe out. There's the Nocturnal.
Yeah, Red Team just has so much feel for their backline.
They do.
They're just
It was a
free
good.
reign to do
It was a good
whatever.
pick there onto Ashe. They almost got her. If they had been able to. Oh, nice move by Shyvana here. Oh yeah, here comes the re-engage.
Arrow is up. There it goes.
Nice. Oh, that was just beautiful by red team. Oh, Shyvana a little too far forward. Oh, missed the stun.
Yeah, the longer these team fights go out, the better Xerath has at doing more damage. Like, Syndra also has good sustained damage as well, but he's also a burst mage with her ult and QE combo. Like, straight up, I think blue team can still win this if they engage first on red team.
Yeah, they have to get another similar situation where they stunned where that Syndra stun caught Ashe out, and they just have to react insanely quick to it and try and get that first kill off.
Uh-huh.
The longer the fights drag out, the more red team has an advantage.
A lot of wards for both red and blue team,
Oh,
I
yeah.
see. Nocturne, Syndra, even Olaf, red team.
Whoa! Going deep in the hole is Shyvana. Under tower, probably not the best. Whoa! The damage on the Syndra! I was not expecting that. Dang.
Tried it, Megla.
There you go, he's got it.
Yeah, he's doing a lot better job now with that kiting.
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
God, those
Oh.
slows are so oppressive.
It's ridiculous. Like, blue team, I feel like blue team, they're not doing a bad job of picking their moments. It's the executing of those moments where it's like they're almost there, they almost get the Ashe, they almost get the Xerath.
Yep.
They just need to execute a little bit better in those scenarios.
Yeah, like Hargan was saying, they just have way too much CC and slows for them to even attempt to kill the backline.
Yeah, unless Mega's dying in, I would say, about 1 or 2 seconds, the amount of slow and control red team has between Braum and Sejuani just gives Ashe all the time in the world. And you just saw her just walk it back that entire time.
Oh, man, oh!
Oh, yeah.
There it is. Can't CC that.
No.
Looks like Hecarim's actually gonna be able to save that bot inhibitor. Alright, let's do Dragon's up in 30 seconds. Baron's been up for a while. I feel like getting Baron would help Red Team close this game out, but...
No, Blue Team needs to do Baron right now. They saw Sejuani and Braum go back. And this is their best chance, if anything, to do it. It's a little bit too late now, but 30 seconds before, they probably should have.
Yeah.
Because there's something we don't want you to slowly bleed out when playing too defensively.
Yeah, there's a point where you have to make a play.
Yep. Even if it's risky, you have to try something.
The farther you are behind, the riskier the play you have to make it back into the game. But at the same time, when you make that risky play, you got to make sure your team is on the same page as you in making it. It's only gonna work if you're all working together.
Oh no,
bro. Braum's in a little bit of trouble. Did he just? Oh, there's Shyvana's just a menace. A terror.
No one's feeling for this, for their 80 carry.
Lucian and that's it. Oh no. Lucian and Syndra are able to kite themselves back. Yeah, Nocturne and Hecarim can't get the job done either. Oh, don't back there, Alistair.
Red team needs to be really careful here. Don't want to be too greedy. Just take Dragon and go back.
Yeah, I think both these teams should probably be trying to contest Dragon right now. None of them have really made a move to it at all. That's 4th Dragon for Red Team. They have a lot of pressure on that 5th one. Oh man.
Yeah, so generally when you don't have any vision near Dragon, you do hear audio sound of Dragon being taken down. You want to time it, just type it in chat, 6 minutes.
They're gonna start it. Look at that.
Alright.
Blue team does have vision of it, I believe. No? Do they? Yeah, they do. They do. Blue team has vision of it. Yeah, they should. Oh, there's the engage. Shyvana and Sejuani engage. Whoa, that burst on the Syndra.
Man. Like, I don't want to say that this is over, but...
The team comp is just so...
There's just not a lot Blue Team can do in this situation.
Yeah. The longer this game goes on, the stronger Sejuani and Ashe become, and Shyvana too.
But honestly, Blue Team's best bet here is look for an uneven fight. If you see Shyvana top lane, anybody in an opposite lane where they shouldn't be, take advantage of that.
Yeah, even if you know Shyvana has teleport, you're gonna have to kill your target within 2 seconds anyway. So by the time that teleport's done getting to you, you need to have killed somebody. So even if you see that opportunity, they're gonna have to take it.
Yep.
Red team can be very methodical here with their approach. They could be, let's see here. Looks like they grab blue for Xerath. Their siege right now is gonna be really oppressive.
Yeah, so with that open inhib, they can just grab that pretty easily, start prepping for bot lane, and once Dragon's up, get 5th Dragon and just close.
Yep.
Or just find
Lucian. Oh, Lucian got... Why was he there?
Both?
Oh, wow. The patient... Whoa! Oh!
Nice.
Oh, that's just disgusting. Too bad they don't have the damage to back it up, but...
There we go.
Where's
They don't have to back
Ash?
it up.
Ash took a really long way around there. She's pushing. So red team needs to recognize they may not have the damage. Looks like they'll get a kill out of this. They need
They
to
might
go
not have
back. Well, go ahead, Kargan. Sorry.
I was gonna say they might not have the damage, but they have all the time in the world with all those slows.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yep, they should be able to 3-man all inhibs here.
Yeah.
But looking back, is there anything like in the previous pass that blue team could have done? Maybe change this game.
Nocturne needed to be more aggressive early game with his ults and try to kill Xerath. He's the one with the least amount. Xerath or Ashe, both of them are pretty low mobility. Those probably should have been some I know he tried to kill Xerath when he was level 5 and they were both really low. If he had spent a little more time power farming to 6, he might have a bit more effective time. That's kind of the hard thing with Nocturne is that your mid game is supposed to be the strongest part, and you got to really take advantage of that in order to try and close the game out before it gets too late. Because Sejuani, Ashe, Xerath late game and Shyvana late game is just so strong. And their team comp just allows, like Kargan was saying, just to slow you for days. That must have been pretty frustrating to play against.
Have a good game, everyone.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see here. I'm going to click on advanced stats here.
Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna try and go through each person here, and hopefully we notice something for everybody. Let's see here. Let me first look at the board. I was gonna first.
Your build is really greedy.
It is.
You probably should have went Morellonomicon in this situation. Here just takes way too long to stack up. Unless all your other lanes are doing well. Just stick with Morello, try to take advantage of the CDR and win lane off of that.
Yeah.
Also understand different Syndra combos as well. The most basic combos are Q, E, W, Q, Alt. But there also are multiple ones like Q, W, Q, E, Alt, and so forth. It just depends on the situation what you need. Yeah. Generally, you want to do QE if you want to burst out the target more. For sustain, do the QW, Q1. So just try to find situations like those to use them.
Yeah. Alistar I thought played pretty well. There's some instances where he used, when they try to pick Braum out while it was a fight kind of near their own blue and wolves. He went in and used knockback on Braum to get him back into his team to try and kill him before the rest of red team could come up and clean up. Just try and say, I would have liked to see a little bit more peel from him. I saw he did a good job in the beginning of helping peel Shyvana, but in those later fights, he was more focused on trying to help Nocturne and Hecarim reach the back line. And it kind of works, but I would prefer to see an Alistar peel for his own AD carry a bit more. Otherwise, he did really well in lane. I thought he was the reason they got 2 early kills on Ashe, and yeah. He did a good job.
Yeah, item choice is good. Maybe get Mobies instead of Mercs here. Just for that early roaming potential with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, good job on his part.
Nocturne, for the most part, his team fights, he did his job. I would have liked to see a bit more focus on farming levels 1 through 6. I didn't see too many scenarios where one lane was pushed way too far forward, maybe bot lane. And I know you try to make something happen mid lane, and the timing, it was a little bit of bad timing. Both of them were low and you were level 5, and try to get something happening there. But you and Syndra are pretty deadly combo mid, so trying to get your ult as quickly as possible. That combined with Syndra's stun, which she was landing pretty consistently against Xerath, you can really decimate mid lane. And really get Shyvana ahead. I mean, not Shyvana, but Syndra ahead. And when she's ahead, she hits like a truck and can really change the game. So maybe a little bit more aggressiveness mid lane, and try to get 6 as early as possible is pretty much the only advice I can really give right now.
Yeah, maybe give some love to Hecarim too early levels.
Yeah,
because
go ahead.
If Hecarim starts snowballing out of control, it's not going to be a fun time for Red Team at all. All he needs is that one kill to change the entire game.
Yep.
Oh, anything for Lucian?
He played pretty well. I know he got Blade of the Ruin King to help peel. But I feel like if he had just made a point to remind Alistar to peel for him, that might not have been an issue. I would have preferred Last Whisper before Blade, even though he used it to good effect. I saw him use the slow, even when it was Bilgewater Cutlass. I saw him use it to great effect. He used it really well. And it made me think, oh, maybe it wasn't necessarily a bad purchase, because it really helped him peel. At the same time, he couldn't do enough damage to Shyvana and Sejuani during those team fights to really turn the tides, and I feel like Last Whisper before Blade of the Ruin King would have been a better idea. But other than that, he played pretty well. He kited Shyvana very well by himself near the end of the game. He was able to stay alive and try, but he just couldn't do enough damage to Shyvana.
Yeah, totally agree. And for Hecarim,
he did okay.
If you know you're not winning trades versus Shyvana, or you're not winning lane, give up first tier tower, roam bot or mid once you hit level 6, and try to get some kills there. Because I saw you way too many times just staying lane, top lane, and doing nothing. You should be affecting the map more as Hecarim. Like, your ganking potential is so scary. Especially with Ignite.
Yeah. Moving on to Sejuani. She did a pretty... I'm trying to think... She had good decisions with her ult. I don't think I saw one missed ulti, to tell the truth. Sejuani did very well throughout the entire game. Maybe upgrade Trinket, maybe next time. That's just a minor thing. I'm gonna look down at the wards real quick. Sejuani, she placed only 5 wards, which for a jungler is a little low. She did destroy 6, which is great. She actually used her Trinket. She would have been able to use it more often if she upgraded. She did purchase 4 stealth wards. No vision wards purchased. That's kind of a big deal. As jungler, you need to be buying pinks to help with when you there was early on you guys decided to do drag after team fight and you were pretty low. If you had thrown a pink down or if you had sweeper up because you'd upgraded it earlier, you would have known that the enemy team had vision, and I think Nocturne and Hecarim were able to get a couple kills out of those decisions. But other than that, the play and ganking, build path, they're all very great. She did a great job.
Yeah.
As
for Braum, you did really well peeling for your carries. Like, they're the reason why they're still alive throughout the entire thing. But build-wise, I do see you have Sunfire Cape. You might want to go something a little bit less selfish. Like, as we said before, Locket was a good choice for Syndra.
It's not too bad to have 2 Frozen Hearts on your team. Like, if you already have Randuin's and you feel like, I need more armor, I feel like Frozen Heart would be better. Just because the CDR gives... Braum loves CDR. He loves it. It's great on him. So, yeah.
Even if you see the jungler building Locket, 2 Lockets is never a bad thing. At all. Those shields really help in team fights.
Ashe did a good job. She fell behind a little early because those pretty good plays by Alistar. And you really saw Megla really get to work on kiting this entire game. And kiting with Ashe is a little difficult. She has no way to dash or jump, and I think we could definitely see by the end of the game an improvement in being able to kite. It helps when you have Braum and Sejuani at your side, slowing them in every possible moment. But yeah, I don't know when she built the Last Whisper. I'm kind of a stickler for building
4th item he did.
Yeah. I'm I love Last Whisper third item, even though, yeah, I
Yeah.
yeah I prefer earlier because I think most people in solo queue stack armor pretty early, but once you notice 2 or 3 people on the other team with 100 armor, you really need that Last Whisper, and you need it now. So, but yeah, good job, good kiting. I didn't notice too much else. I don't know if you saw anything else with her.
No, I really like the Bloodthirster first.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I think about it, just so you can get your life back when Hecarim and Nocturne ults,
Yeah.
just in case no one is peeling for you. I like the buy, and yeah, I think Megala played pretty well overall.
Mm-hmm.
As for Shyvana, you won lane really hard.
Mm-hmm.
I would have liked to see maybe a greater sight stone out of you earlier, or at all.
Yeah.
Just because, just put wards up topside, so you know where Nocturne is. Even if you think getting Great Sight Totem isn't that big of a deal, it is, because it gives you vision on where everyone is for when you're keep on split pushing top.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, though, you reacted whenever Hecarim TP'd bot side. You did have some iffy TPs, but they did work out in the end, so good job when it comes to that.
We did notice one of your deaths could have been prevented if you had more wards up in that jungle. You didn't ward the jungle at all before you decided to push to tier 2. That directly led to Nocturne just walking around you and getting you from behind. So next time you're committed to split pushing, which was a great decision, just make sure you throw some wards down so that you're not caught out like that. But otherwise, yeah,
if you want to, if you want to finish up Xerath, I'm going to make the lobby here.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. And I'm going to go with Xerath. I do see the damage potential you had when you first built Leandries into Luden's Echo. I just feel like you could have done more damage. Oh, like, I don't know, during teamfights you're able to get a Q off every so often, and especially when the teamfights are long and extended, that CDR allows your damage output to go way up, even though I think you had the most damage to champions in the game, by a lot. And that speaks a lot to how Xerath, and it does speak to the Landries you built. It's just, you hit Lucian a lot, and I feel like Lucian should almost never be hit by Xerath, but, yeah, I would appreciate more. I would appreciate, that's a dumb thing to say. I just feel like you may have been able to put more damage out with the CDR mana from an Athene's or from a Morello's. But your positioning was great during team fights. You kited very well. You placed a lot of wards, even some vision wards. Great play over, all the way around. One thing to keep in mind, if you're up against a Nocturne, around the 7-8 minute mark, they should be around level 6, so you gotta be wary of that, and you were just out there with like 150 health. I think just chilling in mid lane, so be wary of the enemy jungler, what kind of jungler they are. If they like that, if they're really reliant on that level 6 power spike, 7-8 minutes, be on the lookout for it, and don't try to do anything risky mid lane during that time. So with that said, good job everybody. I'm going to cut the stream and we'll be maybe back up. I don't know. We'll check with the rest of the casters and see if we have enough people for another concurrent game. And yeah, we'll see you in a bit.